For just under $200 or around $250k, you can get either the Redmi Note 14 or the Galaxy A16 4G. Which should you get? Well, let's find out. Picking the better design phone isn't easy, because first off, design is subjective. What I think looks nice might look ugly to you. And then also, both phones have good and bad designs. The A16, in my opinion, has a really good rear design. It's simple, it's minimal, it's the standard Samsung look, which most people like. But then when you turn the phone over, you see this. A huge chin and a U-shaped notch. The bezels aren't actually even that bad. It's mostly the outdated U-shaped notch that makes the front of this phone look terrible. The Note 14, on the other hand, has a not so great, very generic rear design, but a very nice front design with okay bezels and a hole punch cutout. So like I said, both phones have good and bad designs. But if I had to choose one, I'll actually go with the Note 14 because I just can't use a $200 phone with a U-shaped notch in 2025. Design goes to the Note 14. Now, this doesn't exactly fall under build quality, but when taking a tour of both phones, you realize that you get more with the Note 14. The Note 14 comes with 2 speakers, it comes with an IR blaster, and it comes with a headphone jack, all of which are things that we do not get with the A16. And then when it comes to actual build quality, the Note 14 is slightly better. Both phones have an IP54 rating, both phones have a plastic back and glass front, but the Note 14 has an aluminium frame, while the A16 has a plastic frame. Everyone knows aluminium is better than plastic. And then also, the Note 14 screen has Corning Gorilla Glass 5 protection, while the A16 doesn't. So yeah, better build quality. I'll be giving another point to the Note 14. So now let's move on to the next category, display. The display category is pretty straightforward. The Redmi Note 14 has the better display. They both have the same resolution, same display type, but the Note 14 has the better refresh rate at 120Hz. Would most people be able to tell the difference though between 120Hz and 90Hz? Probably not. To me even, both phones feel equally smooth. But still, we have to give the edge to the Note 14. It is better. And also, even though both phones have an AMOLED display, only the Note 14 comes with the always on display feature. I know this is more of a software thing than a display thing, but I just thought to mention that. If you put these two displays side by side, you notice that in terms of color and sharpness, they're almost identical. They both look really good. But then, when you consider refresh rates, Gorilla Glass protection, the notch, I think it's clear that the Note 14 wins this round. It has the better display. The Note 14 so far has won all the categories, and it's winning this one too. Performance is the next category. When I saw on the spec sheets that the Note 14 uses the Helio G99 Ultra, while the A16 uses the Helio G99, I immediately ran Geekbench to see if there's any difference between the two chipsets. And when I did, well, I did see a difference. A small difference, but a difference. I do not think that anyone would be able to see this difference in real life. Like, I used both phones, and I wouldn't say that the Note 14 felt faster or smoother to use. So yeah, the Note 14 is faster on paper, but you would struggle to see that in real life. I was tempted to call this category a tie, just to help out the A16 a bit, but a win is a win. So the point still goes to the Note 14. Oh, by the way, if you're looking to get either phone, I would suggest going for the variants with at least 6 gigs of RAM. The A16 starts at 4 gigs, so probably just skip that variant. You'll thank me later. Okay, now let's talk cameras. The Note 14 has a 108 megapixel main camera, a 2 megapixel macro camera, and a 2 megapixel depth sensor. The A16 has a 50 megapixel main camera, a 5 megapixel ultra-wide camera, and a 2 megapixel macro camera. We're going to look at their selfie cameras in a bit, but starting off with the main cameras, you can clearly see that even though the Note 14 has twice the megapixel count of the A16 actually takes better photos. Sure, in some photos they're comparable, and maybe you might even like the Note 14 better in some, but I would say 8 times out of 10, the A16 produces the better